I'm Jen,
I'm Natalie,
and this is Vodka Culture.
where we sip vodka and talk about culture.
And we have been talking about 90s music. Oh, the 1990s.
Y'all can't remember that. You all think it's 10 years ago, but no. That shit was at bare minimum 17 years ago.
Right, that
Bare
was
minimum.
so long ago. And like I'm still so stuck in the 90s. I'm wondering, like, I remember movies being different in the 90s.
When people say 10 years ago, I think 1996. I swear,
Right.
I do not think 2006.
We are so old. What's happened to us?
So we decided to do talk about 90s music, and I thought we should break it down between, songs that we thought were, quintessential 90s music songs that just reminded you of the 90s versus songs that are our favorites. However, that was much more difficult than we thought since we had to narrow it down to 5 per category.
Yes.
So there may be some honorable mentions at the end, but in the meantime,
First of all, we want to talk about what is the quintessential sound of the 90s.
I think we should go back and forth. What am I?
So yes, I agree. So Natalie, quintessential sound of the 90s.
Well, my first one was Smells Like Teen Spirit Nirvana, which to me is just not only a 90s song, but I just think a generational song that
It was an anthem.
Yeah, that every teenager should just be like all about in order to understand life. That's my opinion.
Yes.
And even if it's not your favorite song, which by the way, it's not one of my favorite songs. I'm not going to pretend to be, I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon and pretend and fake it because it's not one of my favorite songs. But if you listen to it and if you hear it, you just automatically are taken back to the 90s.
Let's roll.
Yeah. You just are brought back to that 90s time, at least in my opinion, back to a time of that era of like 1994. I mean, it was like 1981,
It was
right?
early. It was like, yeah, it was super early 90s, and
Yeah.
it was coming off of the glam rock, cock rock,
Yeah.
glitter bands saying like "fuck the establishment" and "let's be grungy." It was the advent of grunge rock.
And even if you don't like grunge rock, and if you don't like that type of music, that song still, when you hear it, will bring you back to that time. And that's why
it's so evocative of that period. That San Francisco flannel wearing.
Yeah.
That was such a picture of 90s culture.
And when he screams, you just kind of feel like, yeah, like
yes.
You can't help it. So.
When I think of the 90s, I think of "This is how we do it."
Oh, yeah.
This is how we do it. Montel Jordan.
That rap.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shot cause I'm faded. Money in the street, 8 honeys, oh we made it.
There's not one white person who did not know the rap of the Montel Jordan song, which means it was mainstream. It was a great song.
It was so mainstream and it was amazing. It was so 90s. I loved it.
Yeah. No, I would agree. You can get yours in a 6'4". I mean, it was just the whole
I can
song.
get mine in a big black truck.
Yeah.
Feels so good in my hood tonight.
And you know it's a 90s song because if you're ever at a club nowadays and they play 90s music and that song plays, every single person, regardless of race, religion, or creed, puts their hands in the air, runs to that dance floor, and twerks it.
This is how we do it. Okay.
No.
All right.
So then my second one was
Bop.
And I wanted to separate not necessarily favorite songs, but the important songs.
We're talking about the important songs of the 90s right now.
Hanson Bop was a 90s jam. I mean, that is a karaoke favorite. Has to be, right? I mean, what the hell is Bop? Nobody cared. We just sang.
We just sang it.
Do-ba-da-ba-do-bop. Do-ba-da-ba-do. And one of the top questions, if you look on Google, is
what the fuck is Bop?
What's the chorus? And they're like, it's bop, do-ba-da-ba-do, bop, do-ba-da-ba-do, bop, do-ba-da-ba-do. I mean, that's all it is. Bop.
Bop, bop.
And the song is supposed to be, I guess, about how, when life gets you down, you just bop, bop,
And who the fuck would know, because you can't tell what the fucking verses are saying anyways.
But it is, and if somebody played it, I'm sure everybody, whether they like to admit it or not,
Be like,
would know that.
up,
Ba-do.
up,
Do-it-up-ba-do-up,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yes.
that was my number 2.
My number 2 is Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Yeah.
Which was an absolute cultural revelation to see this whole pop sound that was it was a recreation of what was going on in the late 80s with
Tiffany in the Wall.
Yes. And it was combining so the Backstreet Boys came out as a recreation of New Kids on the Block. NSYNC followed, and then it was like, fuck it, let's do a female version and capitalize upon this, like Tiffany in the Mall. And thus came Britney Spears. And Britney Spears fucking changed the game. So
I actually would argue, and I don't know for sure, we could look this up, but that Britney Spears was before them. I mean, her song came out, I remember getting a
Backstreet
single.
Boys came out before
No, but
Britney.
I think she came out before NSYNC is what I'm saying. Because her single came out like in 1990, late 95 or late 96.
You might be right.
NSYNC.
You might be right.
But yes, you're still right with that was the demographic, and it was the schoolgirl look with her, schoolgirl Catholic.
And what I find so interesting is that the producers originally wanted it to be like a Power Rangers type video, and she said nah. And it was actually Britney, young 16-year-old Britney, that was like, no, I think I should be in a Catholic schoolgirl outfit. And she knew exactly what she was doing.
And so, yeah, that was, and...
Oh, baby, baby. When I do mic checks...
Baby, that right there is the 90s.
Yes.
Pop sound.
And I'm telling you, like, I love that. I hold that song close to my heart. When I do mic checks at shows... My mic check always starts. I don't do the 1, 2, 3 mic check. I go, oh baby, baby, how was I supposed to know
that something
wasn't right here?
Okay.
Yeah. So you're number 3 for quintessential 90 songs.
The Spice Girls.
If you want to be my lover.
Oh, I'll tell you what I want.
What I really want. So tell me what you want. What you really want. I wanna really want a ziggy ziggy ah.
With all those ziggy zig eyes, who knows?
Yeah.
But that
means fuck, I think. But
that song just screams. Everybody, again, another song everybody knows, whether you like to admit it or not. And that song just screams like this was like
that was so
pop culture. This was like pre Britney, pre Backstreet Boys, pre NSYNC.
No, this
led into it.
No, this was pre Britney. This was pre Britney because
it led into it.
I remember being in 6th grade when Spice Girls came out, and we picked, and the girls in my class, we picked which Spice Girl we were.
That was the thing.
Yeah,
which one were you?
And I was like, I'm posh Spice.
We all wanted to be posh. Oh, I wanted to be Posh Spice too.
I was the only girl at the time who picked Posh Spice. They're like, she's a bitch. And I'm like, and then years later, it's like, yeah, she's the bitch who married fucking the hottest soccer player of all time.
No, I was. I mean, I had friends who were like, I want to be Sporty Spice and I want to be Scary Spice. I was like, no, I want to be Posh Spice.
I'm like, I'm Posh Spice. I got that bitch face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that rap that they do, and it was like, because her name was Victoria. Victoria has. V don't have time for like she makes because Scary Spice sings the rap, and she even mentions V in your face. No, like she makes a comment like, and I was like, yeah, that's who I want to be. That's me. She likes it in your face. Yeah. So that would be my number 3 because it's the Spice Girls, and how can we have a 90s talk without mentioning?
What is it? V in the place who likes it in your face.
That's right. Thank you. V's in your place who likes it in your face. Like DNC likes it on Easy V. No, it's Easy V doesn't come for free.
She's a real lady.
That was what it was.
Yes.
That was like, yep, that would be me. So yeah.
Yes. My number 3. I hate this song. I absolutely hate this song.
But you know it.
But it was so 90s, and that is Nookie by Limp Bizkit. I'm not even going to sing it. It was a rental song. I did it all for the nookie. Yeah, the nookie. Yeah, you did that cookie. Stick it up your
It was
so stupid.
It was such a fake
it was
rocker rapper.
It was it was like this corner section between the Marilyn Manson Korn sound and the Kid Rock kind of.
I had the Limp Bizkit
I just broke
CD.
another nail. Fuck me.
I had the Limp Bizkit CD. I did have it, and I hate the song.
It's such a terrible song. It's a really wretched,
horrible song.
And Limp Bizkit is like probably the next to Nickelback is
the
worst band. Nickelback is the worst band of all time, but like Limp Bizkit is second.
That would be true, because Nickelback's the same song with the same chord with the same lyrics. Okay.
This is how you remind me.
And every song sounded just like that.
Okay, you're number 4.
Okay, so this is gonna deserve an intro. You all remember watching Behind the Music VH1 with TLC, where Left Eye breaks down for you why they went bankrupt, and Waterfalls to me.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Which was written by her, by Lisa, or her rap was at least, because she went to rehab because she lit her ex-boyfriend's house on fire because he bought shoes not for her.
Bitch is for real. Bitch don't fuck around.
God,
rest in peace, Lisa.
She burned the house down.
Bitch burned the house down.
And the reason this song is so 90s is one, because TLC, and you can't be, just in general, that song.
I'm on creep, yeah, just keep it on the down
low. But it's
low.
even more 90s because of their VH1 special. I'm not sure any group has a VH1 behind the music that was that grippy and that many people could reference. When Lisa Left Eye Lopez breaks down point for point where they put their money, how much money they made per album, and why the hell they went bankrupt. She educated some folk. And that is, to this day, one of the best moments on TV.
Yep.
So you gotta give props to Waterfalls just for being a 90s song.
Yes.
That's where I'm gonna put that. And she burned out a house.
Yes.
Literally burned that man's house down. Not funny, but kind of funny.
It's actually hilarious.
Okay, and you're number 4.
Number 4, leave a message and I'll call you back. And it's all your fault. And that's not even on key, but anyway, Spiderwebs by No Doubt. No Doubt totally ushered in the popularity of ska. And, I absolutely love ska music to this day. Real Big Fish is one of my favorites. Real Big Fish is fucking hilarious, dude. If you listen to some Real Big Fish songs, you will laugh your dick off. Like, seriously.
Well, I think mine's already off. So.
And now I'm drunk again.
But no, Tragic Kingdom.
But the Tragic Kingdom album by No Doubt was absolutely a quintessential 90s piece. And they really ushered it in with song Spiderwebs. And
I remember it brought generations together, because I remember that year, so 97 or 98, whatever year that came out, I asked for that CD for Christmas. And my dad goes, wait, you want the No Doubt CD for Christmas? Because I want that album too. And I was like, yeah, that was like the first album that both me and my dad
See, for me, it was Meatloaf. Yo, fuck you.
I'm laughing not at you. I'm laughing at the VH1 special about 80s music, and they're talking about a song that somebody covered of Meatloaf, and the guy goes, yeah, you can't put meatloaf in the microwave. You just can't reheat that. And that's why I'm laughing. It's not about that. There's plenty of music now that my dad and I
but my parents did high school and college with Meatloaf, and then Meatloaf reemerged in 94, and I'm like, as a little girl, I'm like, for Christmas, Santa, I would really love Meatloaf's album, Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell.
No, there's tons of music we agree with now, but that was just the first album.
But
And
yeah.
I was like, wait, you want the Tragic Kingdom CD?
But yeah, Tragic Kingdom was such a phenomenal album. And welcome to the Tragic Kingdom.
Yeah, the music
Yeah,
was
that was
great.
so good.
Almost every song was great. I had the CD because my dad didn't buy it for me for Christmas, so I had it, and I love it. I think it's still in the trunk of my car somewhere.
Your number 5 quintessential 90s.
My number 5, I had to pick a Destiny's Child song. I did go back and forth between Bills, Bills, Bills and Say My Name. But I picked Say My Name. And because I don't think you can have the 90s without having Destiny's Child, and you can't have the 2000s without Beyonce, and you can't have Beyonce without having Destiny's Child, and so there's an effect. And so I picked Say My Name by Destiny's Child. And what's crazy about that is that wasn't when that CD came out. I had that CD. I got when it came out.
I had that CD. It was Writings on the Wall. Yep.
And so my favorite song was Jumpin' Jumpin', number 10 on the track, or track number 10. And every single one of my friends, their favorite song was Say My Name, track number 12. Yes, I remember this. And I was like, no, but number 10's better. So I even fought against that being the best, but that song, that was like the number 1 song, I think, from that album. People would agree. And what also was crazy about that song was that video showcased after LaToya and Latasha got kicked out of the group, and they had the 2 new girls come in, and so that music video was 2 new girls.
Kelly and Michelle, right?
No. Yeah, and they only kept one of them. They only kept Michelle. No, Kelly Rowland was already in the group. Kelly and Michelle. It was Kelly, Beyonce, LaToya, and Latasha. They kicked out LaToya and Latasha, and they invited Michelle and another girl. And nobody's not another girl, because she was only in that video, and then they kicked her out too. So then it was only the 3 of Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce.
This shit plugged in? No,
I don't know.
Pardon us for a second.
We're making coffee. Sort of hangovers in the morning. You're done. So that's why I picked that song, because I just thought it was important, especially for just the times and what happened with the group was important with Say My Name. So that was my number 5.
And my number 5, you're here. There's nothing I fear. Fuck that! I can't even sing that song. My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion.
She beats her chest like, I'm like, how do you not?
Dude, first of all, Celine Dion is a freak.
That's your heart. Well, she beats herself. She's like,
Celine Dion is a freak in the best possible way. Like she is a show woman to end all show women.
Well, the fact that movie was the best grossing movie ever.
And that movie completely destroyed our lives. It took over everything.
You're right, it destroyed our lives.
I mean, we were doing multiple viewings of that shit. That song was all over the radio. That was the 90s. Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. That was the 90s.
Through the heart of the ocean, into the ocean.
You're here. There's nothing I feel.
I can't even sing on key.
Nobody can sing that song. Only Celine Dion can
Don't
sing
ever
it.
do it on karaoke. It will not happen.
You'll get
sound
booed
like
off.
a fool. Unless you're beating your chest really hard, and then maybe you'll look like her. Some people will not care.
Okay, so now that we've covered what we believe to be the quintessential 90s songs, we're going to talk about what our personal favorite songs are from the 90s.
And this was harder.
This was so hard.
There were, we had to pick 5, and I had, 20. So
right.
This was very difficult.
Oh, God, now I'm thinking of other songs I wish I would have put on the list.
We might have to have, a 5-minute honorable mention moment after this.
Yeah.
So my first one, going back to the Tragic Kingdom album by No Doubt, was Just a Girl.
I'm just a girl living in captivity.
And I'm just a girl. Yeah, that song, I would listen to it on repeat in my Discman. In my Discman with my headphones on.
I would imagine a kick-ass music video for it. I was choreographing all that shit. I love that song so much.
I listened to it, again, when you could hit repeat on your Discman, so it would just play that one song over and over again. Loved that song. And I can't even give you more detail than that, just that it was an amazing song. I'm not going to say that was my top song. It's just that happens to be the first one on this list.
Right, we didn't list these in any particular order.
It just, that song is pretty amazing. So.
My number one. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. I love Wonderwall by Oasis.
Can I tell you, my parents actually went to go see Oasis in concert.
I love your parents.
And my mom told me it was the most boring concert she ever went to. She said the band's, I don't know the
your
lead
mom
guy.
is my favorite person in the world.
I don't know what the lead singer's guy's name is. I can't think of it.
It was like Liam or Noel.
But he
That's one
stood
of the
there
two.
like this, the mic, and stood the whole time. It didn't move the whole time. And she still said,
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do.
And she said,
about
to this
you
day,
now.
it's a great song. She just said it was the most boring concert she's ever been
Because
to.
maybe
I was only 12, and so I couldn't go to the
you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all,
You're so loud.
you're my wonderwall.
Okay, you're so. Okay, that looks like how probably the concert went.
I know. That's what I was doing there.
Okay.
Just fucking around with my make-believe cigarettes.
I can't even breathe right now.
I'm trying to pack tobacco into my tubes with
Some-
my make-believe cigarettes.
Tobacco. It's gonna be some wacky tobacco.
Oh, I wish.
Where are we now?
We're number 2.
Okay. Oh, yes. This may be my favorite song. So my number 2 is Losing My Religion by R.E.M. Now, there's a few
Amazing.
reasons why this song is my favorite. One is I grew up with my dad listening to R.E.M., so it was always in our house. And when my dad played music, he played music. He had like 2 speakers in the basement, 2 speakers in the living room. The house was wired. This shit was loud. And also, we're going to get personal. You're going to make fun of me. But, like, I grew up watching Beverly Hills 90210. And in season 2, Brenda breaks up with Dylan with the song playing in the background of their car. And it's so sad. And I like it. But mainly, the main reason I like it is just the message. I think it's a great song. The video's great. The lyrics are great. And listening to people try to figure out what it means is so fantastic on the internet.
Right. I love people's interpretations of that song.
Like, it's not a religious song at all.
No, it's not.
You know, Losing My Religion, not a religious song at all. But
No, it's about the devastation of a relationship ending.
Exactly. And the lyrics are so great. I just feel, okay, to take away the Dylan Brenda thing, I just had to say that. But without even that part of it, it just gives you a certain emotion. And again, I grew up with it, so it was there, and every time I hear it, I just think of,
oh, fuck me, I ripped the goddamn... Edit that. So.
Hashtag when you laugh and your friend's angry. That's so mean. But no, I just think that song just resonates so hard with me because the lyrics are so great, and you're pounding. Okay. Anyways.
Sorry, I'm just going to smoke a cigarette right now.
All right, you're number 2. Woo, I love this song too. We're going to bring it back to something.
Creep, Radiohead.
Bring it back.
I love this song very much. Never been able to get over it. I actually, when I was a stripper, would dance to this song. This was literally a part of my stage routine, which is kind of tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. No, I really loved it. What was so fascinating to me about it is, I've often longed for the spotlight, but been denied it. And looking at people, and it's like, you're so fucking special. I wish I was special, And I really, but I'm a creep,
Yeah.
And I really felt that song in my bones. It really summed up for me. With the 90s, I was in elementary school and middle school, a little bit of high school, and that was so much my experience, and it completely summed up.
You're gonna give us you're gonna sing for us like you sing every other song.
Oh, sorry, but I'm a creep.
Okay, that's good. I just wanted you to do that one part. I really did.
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah.
some of that.
So number 3 for you.
Okay, so this one actually comes because my biggest struggle was I loved Mariah Carey. I loved Boyz II Men in the 90s. How the heck am I going to fit all their songs into one list?
And then boom.
I was like, let's just pick the one where they did together. So One Sweet Day with Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. Again, this might actually belong in the column of just what the 90s was. But I really do love the song. And I can't sing, so I can't express that. But when they see the sunshine, it's just a great song. It's very positive, I guess, and sad at the same time.
Yes.
And they're both so emotional. They all five. I guess there's 5 of them and then one of her. So they're all singing so emotionally, and it's so charged, and it's just so. I'm sounding pretty vague right now, but it's just good. I just enjoy it. It's one of those songs where, forget reasons. There's no reason why I like it except for it makes me feel good when I hear it.
Yes.
When I hear
it's a very helpful song.
When I hear it, I just feel happy, and I want to sing with it, and I want to pretend that I can sing like they all do. That's kind of what it comes down to. And when I wish I could sing, but when I see the sunshine, I know you're there looking down on me. And
that's beautiful.
It's just a great song. And it's, again, I had to find a way to combine all of them because Boyz II Men and Mariah Carey were 2 of my favorite acts during the 90s. So it just made sense to combine them if I have to make a list that's only 5 songs long. So
I can feel the vodka emanating out of me like I'm a fire-breathing dragon.
Is it coming up your pores?
It's at least coming out of it's like my esophagus is just like if we were to put a lighter to my mouth right now and I breathe,
you probably shouldn't drink anymore then.
No, I'm gonna totally keep drinking.
And number 3.
My song 3, woo! When I feel at home, woo! And I'm busting on needles, woo! Song 2, by Blur. That was on the Intel commercials. Song was everywhere. That was great. Woo!
No, you have to talk more about it. That's not enough.
Actually, I don't even know anything else about that song.
That was on commercials.
I just woo! I know I would jump on my trampoline like a motherfucker to that song. I'm like, that's my shit right there.
I love that, how that's the only reason for that being your favorite song. I'm not giving any more explanations for my song.
Woo!
Okay.
And that probably should have been my quintessential 90s instead of my favorite 90s, but whatever.
Please do woohoo one more time.
Woo!
You make me laugh so hard. Okay.
All right, bitch, number 4.
Okay.
Doo-wop.
Doo-wop.
That thing. Are you getting sick of me singing?
No, I'm just, it's been 3 weeks since you've been looking for your friend. You let it hit once, then she called you again. Love that song. I think
it was a great song about sexual politics.
That and how it hit both the men and the women. And that is what I like about that song. And I'm giving more explanation than you have. Maybe I just liked it in a commercial. Wait, the song wasn't in a commercial, so I can't say that. But no, the fact that she starts with, and the music video is so great too, with the modern day and the old school Lauryn Hill. But just the raps, the first half is about, baby girl, stop believing these men that are fronting on you. They're not who they are. And then the next song to men, stop pretending you're something you're not.
Yeah.
And that thing is, whether it's that thing is sex, love, or commitment, or just whatever, is
the game.
The game, exactly. And it's just really, it's such a great song.
It's a really fantastic political song. It's socio-political song.
I would say that's probably, obviously my top 5, because that's what we're talking about.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Number 4 for me, Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve.
And if you like Cruel Intentions.
It's a bittersweet symphony that's life.
So why is it your favorite song?
Trampoline.
Oh, you and your trampoline. Did you like the movie Cruel Intentions with
I
Brad and Reese
I
Witherspoon?
was creeped by Cruel Intentions, but I did like it.
I can't lie, I liked it too, and that's why I like the song because it's in that movie. Which
You know, and I don't particularly relate it to that movie.
No.
I had heard it before the movie.
well, me too. I still related to that movie.
I just and to this day, my brother and I love geeking out to that song. We
Mhm.
play ping pong to that song. We like jump in the lake to that song. Like we just nerd out to that song, and it's
So it's a family thing.
yeah, we have
How losing my religion is to me. It's a family.
yeah,
thing.
yeah. My brother and I have very fond appreciation, mutual appreciation for Bittersweet Symphony, and it's a nice thing. And I love the song. I always imagined I would fantasize about it being the main title song for my like main title sequence for a movie or for a TV show or something. You know, when I was a kid, you know, always fantasizing about being a Hollywood writer. And I would imagine it just being the song playing through my mind, through my main title sequence, or you know my end credits.
'Cause it's a
Bittersweet symphony that's life. Anyway, you're number 5. Oh.
I don't even know what you're doing.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's not much left. Cause I've been blessed and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I never pressed a man that didn't deserve it. He be treated like a fool, you know that's unheard of. You better watch out you're talking and where you're walking. Oh, you and your homies might be lying the chalk. I ain't. Yeah.
Money and the power, power and the money.
Minute after minute, hour after hour.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, so Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio. I had to narrow it down. I did give her like a multiple choice, and she helped me. But I would say that's one of my favorite songs. Probably the only favorite Coolio songs that I like.
All right.
But for no other reason. Again, then
Rolling with my homies.
Okay. You just made me go back to Clueless.
I know that.
I
I was so frustrated with the movie Clueless when they were like rolling with my homies, and like I listened to the song "Rolling with My Homies."
Yeah.
That's not in the song.
I like that. Yeah,
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. No, again, it's a song that it just you hear it, and I will go all out. I will be that girl in my car.
Oh yes,
jamming out to that song.
Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise.
Not to mention that song with it's Amish Paradise parodies the number
Right.
one Cool Al, is that Cool Al Yankovic? That's his name?
Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird Al Yankovic is his top parody is Amish Paradise, which says something because you can't have a top one parody if your song isn't already a great hit to begin with, and so
that is it's so 90s. It's so fantastic. It's a great song.
And it was
a
breakthrough.
It
was
was time.
kind of one of those breakout pop gangster hits.
It was a pop gangster hit, and it really brought with the collaboration of it being part of Dangerous Minds really brought black culture into white culture.
I mean, we already had obviously NWA, Tupac, Big, all that stuff, but this song.
But this was really bringing black culture into the mainstream,
into pop culture and making it relevant, and it was a great song. So, and you might actually have to play a little expert of this song to get people into it. But because I didn't know it until she played it. She said it, and I was like, "Wait, what song?" So first, say what it is. And then
my number 5 song, and I have really arbitrary reasons for why I've picked my favorite songs, but this particular one is because I used to listen to it, and I'm 10 years old or whatever. I would listen to it and I would cry myself to sleep.
Are you older than me or younger than me?
I am 1 year younger than you.
Okay, I'm just curious.
It's The Freshman by The Verve. Not The Verve Pipe. No, I'm sorry. It's by The Verve Pipe. The Verve did Bittersweet Symphony. The Verve Pipe did The Freshman.
I didn't know it.
Shit.
That was nice. She's ending.
Love in the first place.
Yeah, and you'll know by
For
listening.
the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen.
And in retrospect, I believe this song is actually about abortion.
Really? Okay.
I believe this song is about abortion.
Well, and that would actually make sense now that you said that, and that probably would.
And if you listen to the song again, you're gonna hear, with in mind that it's about abortion, you're absolutely gonna pick up on it.
Yeah.
It's a song about college students having casual sex and then having an abortion.
So that's great. I think we should give maybe a couple of honorable mentions.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Ben Folds 5. Speaking of abortions, Ben Folds 5. What the fuck is that song called?
Well, it's up to you. I don't know.
Anyway, you go ahead and do yours.
What my honorable mention is going to be Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You.
Oh, hells yes.
Simply because I can't believe it
Brick.
didn't make it to my top 5, but there were so many songs, and I Will Always Love You. I mean, when she hits that third I Will Always Love You verse, nobody has ever been able to do that, and I mean, that's impressive, and so it's just a great song.
This is the song.
This is your audible mention?
Oh yeah, Ben Folds 5 Brick. It's about an abortion.
I never heard this song before.
Alright, we're going to take a moment to listen.
So I think there's honestly, I think there are quite a few songs
About abortion.
talking about that, but they don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because creativity never has to be said out loud what it's about, but also because you don't ever want to, don't want to say it out loud. But yeah. So, is there any other 90s songs we should mention?
An honorable mention, I can't think of the name of the band, just give me a sec.
Because I would say Ace of Base probably deserves an honorable mention in there. The Sign.
Everclear.
Everclear, yes.
Yes. I will buy you a new life. Or however it goes.
I would also say
Green Day.
Okay, so the song I was thinking of was the Counting Crows, Mr. Jones.
Oh my God, good.
Yeah.
Good.
I just couldn't.
Mr. Jones.
I kept thinking of being the or keeping up with the Joneses, and that's what I meant. So
yes.
But yeah, that song, that's a great song. You're thinking of Green Day.
You know what song I'm talking about? The dun-dun-dun-ch, dun-dun-dun-ch,
yeah,
dun-dun-dun-ch,
I do know.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh, Brain Stew maybe is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes. Down, down, down.
Take the rest of it out.
Down, 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 down. I'm trying to sleep.
I can't think of any other maybe mentions of songs that.
4 Non-Blondes, what's up? And I said, hey, yeah. Yeah.
I think that basically most 90s music was better in retrospect.
Yeah. Right.
But no, except for the songs we mentioned, I think those are good songs that'll stand the test of time.
Yes.
So, anyway.
Anyway, please feel free to comment on this. Give
Tell
us
your favorite 90s songs, and feel free to jam out to it. Post a video of you jamming out.
Yeah. And actually, we commit to this right now. We will make a Spotify playlist of the 90s songs that we have mentioned, and we will post it to our Facebook page, which you can find at facebook.com/vodkaculture.
Twitter at
Vodka Culture.
Instagram,
Vodka Culture Pod. Online at vodkaculturepod.com.
There you are.
Until next time, I'm Jen.
I'm Natalie.
Drink up.
Cheers.